all of this off. Look at that. Look at that. I didn't expect it to make that much bloody mess. Anyway, we'll get that cleaned out. We'll get these cleaned out. Stanley blade, I've got a Stanley blade. So we'll get that cleaned out. And then look. Are you all kidding me? Yeah, I've got to be joking. Well, that's just fucking great, isn't it? It don't fit. That's a large, that's a 4-inch hole saw. Why is that? Oh, you are kidding me. Well, looks like I'm going to have to scrape it out larger and keep it circular so I can fit that in. This is going to take a lot longer than I thought. Oh, this is never easy. And now I've got 2 barrels that are basically fucking useless unless I can get that in. Oh man. Right, let's work this out. Clean that up. And then we'll work it out. But this is not looking good right now. Alright, I'll come back to you in a bit, guys, when I figured this out. Okay, so the hole is 115 mils. That is 122 mils. So that's why it don't fit. So 7 mils I've got to try and get 3.5 mils all the way around, make it larger and keep it circular. So I think what I'm going to do first is go out and see if I can find a bigger hole saw. Yeah, it's going to have to be a bigger hole saw, otherwise it's going to be wibbly wobbly all the way around it. Trying to cut it by hand, it's going to be near nigh impossible. And I haven't got a pilot now, so I'm going to have to try and put it right. Try and mark some lines up around the outside so I can line the outside of the blade, if we can find one, as that 4-inch seemed to be the biggest they had. Oh, this is just taking forever. Not getting anywhere. I've already been out once today and get a new middle bit, whatever it's called, because that wouldn't come off the old hole saw. So it's another trip out again, and the traffic out there is a nightmare. It's just down the road they're putting in a brand new bus and cycle lane, which is not needed. And there we go. Alright, trip out again. For sake. Right then, so been out to the shops, nothing suitable, so I've had to order one offline, and it's going to turn up Tuesday, Wednesday, which leaves me a problem. No filtration until then. What I'm going to do, I've got the barrel for the paddling pool. Somehow rigged that up to this, put the other pump in, Varieflow that I've got, drop that in, and get some filtration going. So until then, what I've managed to get is 127mm. That was the closest that they did, and it's going to be somewhere that much wider. You can see that all the way around. Hopefully it will fit. Get this all out of the way and get the other barrel, get that sorted out, get it rigged up, get some filtration going. And today, it's just been a day where everything conspires against you. You want to get things done, want to get them done quickly, and things just don't pan out that way. So what I'm going to do is, like I said, let's get this out of the way so I can get to the pond, somehow rig up that other filtration system. I've got all that black media in there, sinking media, so we'll chuck that in and see if we can't clear this water, give them a bit of filtration, because at the moment they are not happy. All that food sat on the top, that's this morning's feed, so I have to fish all that out, get the filter going, and I've got about an hour's worth of daylight. So I'll leave you there, guys, and I'll come back to you when I've got everything sorted out. Okay, it don't look pretty, and that's ready to go. Just got to throw the media in it. Just stuck that on with a little bit of liquid black, stop the media disappearing into the pond. We've stole the cleaning pipe from a little pond and rigged that down to the bottom. We've stolen that off of there, just for now. I've got to then steal the cleaning pipe for the easy pod to rig up to the spare vary float, and we should be ready to go. Just waiting on the easy pod to clean, because give it a clean out and it shouldn't need cleaning for about a week, which is going to be more than enough time, hopefully, to sort this problem out until the hole cutter arrives for those. So we are getting there, just not the way I wanted to get there. Fish are wondering what the feck is going on. We'll get you sorted, we'll get you some flow around, we'll get the air back on. I'll have to turn it down a little bit, just restrict it. And we'll get that water cleared a bit. Actually should be a bit of a benefit, because this will catch some of it. Most of that crap will get caught by this filter, and then when this filter gets taken off, it won't go back to the pond. So, oh dear, things we do to sort the right thing out. Things we do for fish, eh? Hopefully tomorrow we'll be able to see the fish. So while I wait for the easy pod to boil, have a quick break, quick snack I think. Right, so I'll catch you guys in a bit. Now there we go, that's a battle. And that's the best I can do for now. That is actually on its very lowest setting. Bit of a monstrosity. I didn't have anything that I could put here so that the drop was less. So it's just balanced on there. Wedge with a little rock underneath. stop it tipping inwards. Let's hope we don't get any strong wind. Let's see what else is not right. That seems to be bent a bit. That thing needs to come around the other side of that. Got a bit of a bend there. If there's any way I can sort that out. Not one-handed. Well, there we go, some filtration. Let's see what that does. If you're wondering what the hell is going on. I've turned the air on so there's more crap floating around. Hopefully the pump should pull it out, which should be a little bit clearer tomorrow. And then I've just got to wait Sunday, Monday, hopefully Tuesday. The hole saw will turn up and we can continue. So before it gets dark, put all that in that box. I think I know it's a bit wet, it's a bit damp by that media, isn't it? Store everything in that container, shove it in the shed. I gotta find a home for those somewhere. I have to just be on here, and yeah. Oh, there we go. Best I could do. Alright, let's tidy up before we're in the dark. And we will catch you, if not tomorrow, maybe Tuesday, or when as soon as the house all turns back up. Well, talk about tidying up on the last bit of light. It's almost dark. And I've got some bricks. Let's keep that pipe. Stop it. Do what it was doing, which was scrunching up. So the fish were actually 2 seconds ago in the window. So looking a bit happier. There we go. Unfortunately, the camera is not picking it up. It's a lot lighter than that. So I'll go in and have a chill out. That was a damned hard day. And so the next days are going to be more simple. So we'll catch you next time, guys. Well, as soon as that bloody hole saw turns up. So we'll see you in a bit. Right, so welcome to Wednesday. The hole saw turned up yesterday, but it became a bit late for me to do any work. So we're going to try and do it today. But last night it decided to rain, and this morning my guts decided that they'd be a little bit on the dodgy side. And this started to clear up. As you can see, it's now going back to a shit soup. So obviously this filter has reached its maximum for being able to filter. So we need to get this done as quick as possible. Now I've marked out where it should be, and that needs to be just on the inside of each of those marks. And we literally just about fit. So it's a good job I didn't go for a smaller size. So, well, there wasn't a smaller size, to be honest with you, but line that up. So I'm going to set the drill up and get working. I'll show you the results of that one once we're done. This one needs drying off first before I can do anything about it. Otherwise it's not going to mark up. So I'm going to get drilling and go as quick as we can. As we're running back to forwards to the toilet, we are now getting later on in the day. So without further ado, let's crack on. Without a pilot, that was extremely difficult. I just kept wanting to move all the time. Not sure we're bang in the middle, but oh well. Beggars can't be choosers at this time. Do we fit? Huzzah! Seems like I have to clean all that off, file that down, file all this down. We fit just. Well, that doesn't look too bad actually. Doesn't look that much off centre. Maybe a slight bit at that end. Yeah, slightly wider there. But that is good enough under the circumstances. Right, got this one done now. So same principle, mark it up and then drill through it. Looks like this one is already, that's more of a gap there than it is there. And I'll measure that and we'll see. Right. So we've managed to move this one back to the centre a little bit. I think I might have come a little bit further this way. There's my mark still there, but without a pilot hole that was extremely difficult to keep it, as you can see. We're slipping off. To keep it actually spinning in the hole. There we go. That fits. Actually fits with a slight wobble, but can't be helped. Right, so the next job is to get something, sandpaper or something, and clean up the hole, file this down somehow, same on this one, and then see if we can get it to sit flat. So I'll come back to you in a bit, guys. And there we go. Managed to grind all of that out using the mouse as smooth as I can get it. That's the seam there. That one. Ground all them numbers and that out. And that should sit flush now. Right, so the next job, drag these out the front, give them a spray down, get rid of all of this plastic dust, and then find a dry spot, or a mat or something, and fit them on. And the rubber will go like that. It'll go like that. And then there's the other bit. That bit is on the inside. Doesn't have a rubber, so over to liquid black that and stick it to the bottom. and then hopefully the rubber on this shouldn't leak. That one does leak now. After seeing all of these times this one don't leak, it's now started. The last time we moved it and put it back together, it started to leak. I've tried to get my hand inside and twist it round and tighten it up, and I just can't do it. So what might happen is, once I've cleaned it off and it's all dry and it's all fixed, we'll go around that with liquid black, and yeah, after we've got these on, have a look at this where it was leaking in the past, throw a load more around it. That side seems to be alright, so we'll hopefully stay on that side. Should be alright. Yeah, before these die of fucking pollution, their own shit. So, like I say, it's clouding up now. We'll have to leave it off for today if we get it finished, so they can all go off. And then fix and glue the pipe work as well. And I've noticed, like an idiot, that was a bit of pipe I was going to be using. Don't know where the other spare bit is. All I've got is a brand new piece, and I wanted to keep that, so it was part of the outside drain. Just get another piece of pipe, glue them together, or fix them together somehow, rubber boot or something, so it would fit down the drain. And now I think what I'm going to have to do is cut that brand new piece of pipe and then buy another new piece. Only about 10 quid a piece, so yeah. To get this done, we'll do it that way. I ain't sodding about with that up there, as precarious as it is. So, before it starts to try and properly rain, let's get them cleared off. Well, this is proving a real struggle, because I can turn it, but I can't hold the inside and turn it, and I can't get it any tighter than that, and that is nowhere near tight enough. Still a massive gap between the edge. I don't know if you're going to see that. There's still a big gap between the barrel and the rubber. To get it even started took me about 10 minutes. The next one should be slightly easier, because I can take that off, put my hand through that hole, and then try and hold the inside while I turn the thread on the outside. It's not going to be comfortable, it's not going to be easy, but hopefully it's going to be easier than that one. I can turn it, but I'm turning the whole damn thing. I need to be turning one way and one the other way. I've got no way of getting my hand inside that barrel that deep, and I've got nothing I can put inside to grip it either. I'll have to figure this out. The only other option is to unscrew it a little bit, wham a load of liquid black, and you can see it. does come away pretty much. Oh, God. I have to excuse the camera work because I am laying down to do this job. Because if I stood up to try and do it, the inside would just fall through. Oh, let me go. Oh my God. I wonder if I can now. I've got it. I wonder if now if I can get my hand in. As you can see, it's loose and just wants to spin around and round. Right, well, I'll have to turn the camera off and try and get it sorted. Right, catch you in a bit. Well, that one was slightly easier. I could get my hand in there. It's a little bit loose in its hole, but what I'm going to do is put the caps on, these things on, and then what I've got down there is that bit that's capped off. I can take that bit of pipe out, put it in the end of these, and then fill up with a little bit of water and see if we leak around here. As you can see, that side there looks a lot higher than that side there. I can't see what I'm doing when I'm twisting it inside, so whether we're cross-threaded or not, don't know. Also, I don't reckon that the inside of this is completely flat, so I'm wondering whether to just take this off now and then liquid black it in place. Means I'm going to have to use liquid black on the outside here, liquid black on the actual barrel, put the rubber into the liquid black, put liquid black on the other side. Shut up, you noisy little twat. Excuse me. Excuse the idiots that live around here. Bloody hillbillies. Right then. If I liquid black it, it's never going to be able to come off. But given the fucking struggle I've had to get it on, I want to be going through that again. That was torture. Laying down, trying to screw it. There's not enough power in my fingers to push one way and then twist the top the other way on the outside. It's a little bit easier on this one because I could just grip and then turn this to fit, but I still see a massive gap there that if there's a gap between it, I don't think it's going to seal it. Rather than fill it up with water and waste a load of time, yeah, let's go with the liquid black option. Alright, let's go and get all that stuff ready, and then it's going to be an arsehole with that one because I'm going to have to throw it down with liquid black on it. Yeah, let's go with that option. It's going to be easier. Alright, let's go and get me liquid black, and then I'll show you the results. Well, that's the first one done. Actually made it a little bit easier because once I got that one, the inside, touching the barrel, it's stuck in place a little bit better. Put the rubber boot thing, seal inside. That's got liquid black either side of it. It's just got liquid black, and then we've gone around the outside and put a nice finished bead off, and that has made it a lot better. Poke about with it too much. And now we've got to do this one. This one is going to be harder because I'm not going to be able to get my hand in. I've got it as tight as I can, and I'm hoping that with the extra sealant that should hold it. Right, this one, it's not going to come off. That one was a nightmare to get off. Right, I'll work about getting this one off and carry on. Damn it, I can't get this one off. I can't get my fingers in, grip it and twist to free it. Killing my fingers. Alright, there's no tool that I've got to get inside that can hold it. I can't reach down the bottom of the barrel. If this doesn't come off. Alright, let's try again. No, got it off. I took the power of 2. I held the inside. My dad unscrewed the outside. And together, we freed it. That was quite tough. So what I've done, liquid black seal all the way around, as I forgot to show you last time. And same on that. And then we're going to put a bead around the bottom of the barrel, stick this rubber seal to the barrel, and then screw it all tight. So there we go, that's the bead around the barrel, and the one that goes on the inside is on its back, and it's just, I've just slid it inside. So I'm going to take the seal, glue the seal, stick that to there, put my hand inside, pull that one into position, slightly press it against the barrel, and then screw that one in. Alright, so I'm going to need 2 hands, so I'll come back to you in a second. Well, I was right. That one was a bitch. I haven't quite got it as tight as that one, I don't think. So what I've had to do, because I can't grip underneath, is just whack extra liquid black. It kept falling off, kept disappearing down the bottom of the barrel. I got absolutely covered. Literally my hands were black. That's nothing. I cleaned most of it off so I can hold the phone. And literally there's a bit more to clean up, but I might just leave that. It's not going to be seen. I don't really want to go into the seal. There, looks a bit. See what I mean about the liquid black? Let's take a bit of that. Yeah, that's exactly what I didn't want to do. So mess about with the seal. That bit there. Yeah, that's better. There's no gap now. There's no gap all the way around it. This one. Yeah, that one's fine. That's a lot neater, that one, than that bloody thing. Hey, we've done it. Mission accomplished. Now we're going to need to leave it to go off for a day. Then we can fit the rubber boots on. And then sort out those plinth things, bricks. So probably going to have them slabs at the bottom. That one I've got to really work out because it's made differently to that one, because it was a slightly different height to get it to fit right. So that'll be tomorrow's task. Cover these up, get everything cleared away, get my hands cleared up, and then tomorrow we'll work on the drain part also. So that'll look great. I'll just go over that one, go around that one, and how about, oh, I've got more than half a tube left, that's good. Have I got more than half a tube left? Somewhere in the region of half a tube left. That should be enough. Alright, what I'm running out of is really wipes. Right then, let's get this tidied up and come back to you tomorrow, and hopefully we can get this task finished. Then we've got to leave it for a day, so it'll be Thursday if we can get it done, sold up, welded. Let it go off through Friday. Saturday we should have water back in the barrels. Unfortunately, I've looked at it and there's going to be no way to test them before they get put back on. So we'll do a little tiny fill, just probably about a quarter of a barrel, maybe up to the first band. So tomorrow, I'll work about getting them back on. I've got to get the grids back in, the air stones back in, and yeah, and hopefully we'll go for a test with our media, just to test that it's not bloody leaking. If it is leaking, then we're fucking screwed, because it'll just be a case of having to put more and more sealant around the outside. I'm hoping there's enough seal around that it's not going to leak. Hoping and praying. Alright then. Excuse me. So let's shut this video down, otherwise this third episode is going to run into a fourth episode. Don't really want to do that. Fish are looking good. Apart from Akamatsuba. Now, what I thought was cart pox, the Harawaki's got it as well. He's now getting white around, and it's getting a lot more spreading on that Akamatsuba, who's now just disappeared because I've been staring at him for quite a while today. So he'll have to come out again. We'll do a scrape on him as well and have a look. See, it's kind of looking more, get out of the way mate, it's looking more like white cotton wool more than that's indication of fungus. There we go, here's a much better. See, it's gone a lot whiter. So you need a re-diagnosis, mate, because I'm not sure now. The only other fish we've got a problem with is the little Ginrin Gahaku, which seems to have broke the first ray of his dorsal. And the main spike, he seems to have broke it somehow. It's flapping around in the current. I don't know how you're going to fix that. He's too small a fish and it's too small a fin to maybe stitch together. And I don't think even if you do stitch it together, because it's like the bone part of the front ray, I don't think that's going to knit back together. Well, never mind. It was the one that I'd picked out for auction and I had myself. Right. How he's done that, I don't know. Flapping around for food, probably. Let's get tidied up. Give these guys a little bit of a feed. Maybe been fed once this morning. And then we'll tidy up this bloody great mess. Alright then, guys. We'll catch you tomorrow. Alright then, beautiful people. Let's see how we got on overnight drying off. We're seeing this for the first time. Looks good. Solid. This one. Doesn't look too bad. It's a little bit skinned over alright. Alright then, we can continue. And we are ready to get the grids in now. Just got to decide, do I cut so the airline can go through, or do I let it go around the outside and risk a gap where the media can drop through? I'm going to first start by putting them in how they are and see if they bend around the barrel without leaving any gap. Failing that, we're going to turn the corners in somehow and make it into like a box shape on top. So hopefully we can get this done to a conclusion now, and no more videos after this one. So then we can move on to what we want to be doing, which is the competition prize. And then we've got to look at the main pond, the grids, the filter house, all that kind of stuff. And then I want to get something built for this. So a polytunnel thing over the top of it. There's some description, so we can keep a bit more heat in. Right. That's the plans. So without further ado, we will get into fixing these grids. I think the way to go is to cut a hole in them. Unfortunately, it's going to have to be a hole that's 2 squares by 2 squares. I was hoping that the air hose would push through, but it doesn't. And if I push through, yeah, it's going to be, that's going to just split if I try and cut it so it fits in one hole. It's not going to fit if I just cut two, so it's going to have to be four. I've got one there. I'll put one in that corner. And I'll put one in that corner, for example. It's just where to cut it without damaging the structural integrity of the thing. I'll work it out and I'll come back to you in a second. Right, the first one ready. I got the airline through the mat, and I've got some fishing line attached. So when I drop it in, I can lift it back up into position, and then I've got a stick. I can push one side down and pull up on the other side. That's how I did it before, and it should slot into position. We've got the air stones attached, so we'll drop them in first, then we'll put that in, and then we'll start the annoying task of trying to get it to fit. So, see how we get on.
The far reaches of the mind.
Can't get it in. I'm running out of ideas, running out of patience. I'm on the verge of giving up. So what's happening is it's bending downwards rather than bending out like it should do. This is the other one, by the way. It's bending towards us. I can't push it from the inside because I can't see what I'm doing. And when I do get my hand in there and figure around, it just pushes up too far, comes down on one side. These have come out, so to take these out so I can get in, they keep coming off the bloody pipe. So I am wondering whether to bend it that way instead of the other way, and hopefully then that should, as it bends down, it should form a seal. But then the only thing is that'll be on the outside, and that is what goes in to lock it into the corners. So whether it will lock in the corners or not, I don't know. Or whether just to cut it completely square and go with that. I might try and cut a little bit less to begin with. But that means I've got to get this back out. Oh, my knees aching. So I have to pull it all back out again, and it's now getting on towards 4 o'clock, and it starts to get dark after then. So I've been all day buggering around and got nowhere. I need to get that filter, that water sorted. That's putting pressure on me. Oh, I don't know what to do. Really don't know what to do. Get it out again, I suppose. My fishing line broke, so I had to use that airline as it is, because I'm not cutting it down because it's long enough for a paddling pool. And yeah, so basically where we thought we'd be today, so we're still in the same fucking place. So let's call it quits for today because my brain's frazzled, and we can figure out, have the evening to think and figure out. Right, we will catch you next time. Oh, tomorrow probably. Right, that's as good as I can make it for tonight. Can stay like that. And a big bit that's not hitting the corner there. Concertina there. Concertina there. So I think tomorrow, get it back out. Try and cut it smaller so that we can fit it in. Yeah, I don't know what else to do. I really don't know what else to do. The only thing I could do is use those as a template. Go and get some more corners. I've got a little bit of left over, and make a grid that's smaller and cut it all off and hope that a smaller grid is not going to bend and flex downwards. If I try and pull that middle bit up, it just pulls the corners up. So we're going to call it quits for today. And yeah, new battle plan tomorrow if I can think of one. And yeah, we'll catch you tomorrow, guys. Wish me luck for then, because I'm going to bloody need it. Good morning, beautiful people. I'm not in a good mood today. I've just spent half an hour battling to get that out, and in the process, that's come off the corner there. Well, what I'm going to do, I've been out and I've got some more of them, is to make it, it's got that end you can see better, is to make it slightly smaller. And hopefully, being smaller, it should fit better and not bend. I think it's been bending. As you can see, it's not sitting square now. I'll try and do something about that as well. Right then, so without wasting any more video time and making even more episodes, I am going to see about getting a new one made slightly smaller and show it you when it's completely finished. So, yeah, we'll bring back to you in a bit. Right then, Got the first grid there gluing up. I'm not happy. I'm not happy with the state of this water. I think the thing to do is get them out, change the water, clean the pond out, sort this barrel out properly so it's filtering better, because it's going to take a couple of days now. Tonight I can get these grids sorted so they can dry overnight, and then work on the barrels properly without fear that these are going to fucking start floating on the top, because this water is terrible. It's nasty. There's green, there's film on the top of it and everything. And I think stop what I'm doing, get these guys some fresh water in. They're going to have to go in a bowl while I clean it out. They're going to have to go in this bowl. So I've got to take that media out, take that out as well, put it all into one bowl. And then, yeah, let's do that. So let's sort this area out so we can start working on emptying it out. I can get it straight down the drain. And yeah, hopefully we can fix this. Alright, so change your plan. Let's get these fish out. Not that apart, but there's a fucking media came out. How fucking cheap. Loads of it, which means it must have gone down towards the pump. She's an arsehole. So I don't know how much has gone into the pond. I'm having to drain it through the tap, which is going to take forever. Got that set up. Don't look pretty, but does the job. So that there to catch any media that's gone into the pond, and then I need to get that out of there and find somewhere to put it for a second, and fill that up with water. I think the best water that's going to have got is going to be from the main pond. Rig that up, airline to the air, and yeah, and we can start draining this pond. Get in it, get it cleaned out, get the window all sorted, give it a nice scrub down, and then fill it back up. I'll bring some dechlorinator in, bring some salt in. I just need to get rid of this shite soup. Water is almost grey. Yeah, my little shower's doing alright. That is worrying the hell out of me. What the hell is that? That now does not look like carp box. I have to do a little bit of a video, figure out what that is. Look at it, it's almost like, it looks like chewing gum or something. It's come up loads in the last week or so. Not happy with that fish at all. Anyway, onwards, otherwise we're going to run out of video again. So once I get all this sorted, I'll come back to you.